Shop deodorant. Joe smells really bad, so they've got starting fluid. Alright, so I think maybe you're going to guess what I'm doing here. Yep, brakes. Again, these brakes are going to go on the white Mac, the Mac Vision. And funny thing is, Carl had went and got brakes for his, well, not his, it's mine, but for the truck. Brakes for on the truck that he drives. And they were new. I don't know who made them, but they were new. And these are the remans for, they're remans. You can see there's a little bit of rust on them there that they had sandblasted and painted. So anyways, what they do is they sandblast these things, and of course they repaint them and then re-shoe them. These are what you call shoes. These are brake shoes, not pads. Pads go on rotors. These are drums, obviously. It's done here in the United States. It's not done in China. It is done in the, where in the hell is this thing? It says so on it. It's made in USA. So they have really, or linings, contains non-asbestos fibers, possible cancer hazard, avoid creating dust, proof dust masks or respiratory may be required. See material safety data sheet. So there you go. These are Platinum Shield 3s. We're doing all 6 of them, front and rear. I did the brakes on this machine, or on this truck, a long time ago, before I rolled it. And just by sitting out there in the field, it, you know, just by sitting out there, they do go bad. They get rust beneath them, and they get ugly. But anyways, they want $184 back. I'll get $184 back when I drop off these shoes. Not these shoes, but the ones I replace when I get them off there. So that is what I am going to be doing today. It's always fun, just always fun around here. So anyways, sit back. So I didn't film while I was working on this thing last night. It was me and Tim and Joe, and I thought about it while I was, when I started this whole project. The last time I did a set of brakes on anything, I was so criticized that I decided, you know what, I'm not going to show what I'm doing because I'm tired of being criticized for doing it wrong. Even though the trucks, the trailers, and everything that I work on stop, and they go, and they work, and I don't have problems. Like everybody tells me that I do it wrong. So anyway, I'm taking these brakes off of here, and I'm going to show you the shoes. These shoes really are not bad. There's a little bit of an oil drip there on the inside of that one, but it never made it onto the shoe. Here's the wear line where it would wear, where you're supposed to replace it. Same on that one. This one's not. And, if you know anything about trucks, one side will wear faster than the other. Just the way it is. Same with this one. There was a lip on the drums. And I replaced these really shortly before the rollover event back in 2011. But you can see there's a lip here. Now, that is not one that I got from this truck. That was off of Carl's truck, or Carl's truck, the Peterbilt. That's not there right now because he's working. There's a lip on all of them. So, but those say they're gunite or Meritor gunite. They're made in China. These ones were Chinese. They don't list it. It was listed someplace on there, China. I think I might have ground it off because it annoyed the shit out of me. It says max diameter. But the new ones obviously say made in the USA. Ooh, yep, and finally the air. Oh, there's still air in it? Hell yeah, she's holding air. Yeah. So I'm replacing these. I got this side done. You can see they're in there. I've greased it. I got to grease the drive line yet. But I've put new drums and brakes on that, new drums and brakes on this, and I didn't notice that the brakes were really all that bad. And I'm going to show you on this side as well. They're not. Ooh, I caught my chain. They're not bad. There's no cracking in them. They're not blown out. This is normal wear. I mean, they were getting close, but they were far from shot. Like, I've ran them a lot worse than this. Now, this brake, it looks to me like one of the brakes was grabbing harder than the others. I don't know. It's just the way it was. But I've never replaced the fronts, and the fronts are going to have to get done here today because I need to get this truck out of here. But when I got these brakes on, I wanted to adjust the slack adjusters before I put the rims on, just get it close, because it was just easier. I get it close, and then, you move on to the, you're able to turn it around, and then when you get it out on the level ground, run it in a little bit up and down the road, and then you come back in and readjust them. That's just the way I do it. Whether it's correct or not, it doesn't really matter. But I had Timothy put his foot on the brake, just to see if there was maybe a broken spring in one of the maxis, and seems fine. They seem fine. On the back ones, they're just the pods, the little 30, number 30s, I guess you call those. Maxis are your parking brake. I wanted to put these on all the way around to hold on hills because it holds better. Especially if the trailer isn't up to par, but the trailer has all new brakes on now. This is going to have new brakes on. But when he held his foot on the brake, get rid of that, what is that? Down in here someplace, there's an air leak. There is an air leak on the brake side. So I have to find out which one it is. Whether it's a big one or a small one, it is leaking. And I can't see because this is the, I have this, what do you call it here? Cross member. So somewhere in here there is a leaking air line, and I may or may not have it. I don't know. I'm thinking that it's a big line. More than likely it's this big line, because when I put my foot on the brake, that's when it does its thing. So yeah. So actually I'm going to pull that big one off first. I'm going to take it there. And right there, pull that off and pull it through and see if that's rubbed through. My thoughts are that that's where the problem is. It's rubbed through there. Carl's coming in right now. So, yeah, Carl's coming in right now, and I'll probably just go grab him. But he'll help me with it. I'm sure he'll help me with it. See if we can get this thing straightened the hell out. So, but anyway. So there's the leak. See air right through it. I cut it out, and I was gonna just splice it with this bad boy right here, because that's what you can use. So you cut it out, but I don't really want to throw that up in there, because anytime you add something like this to the line, it opens you up for failure in another way. Now these things are really, really heavy, but Carl, he's got some of this stuff at home, he said, so he's gonna bring that out. It's 5/8 airline, no big deal. But yeah, so that's what the problem was, and you can't see it. It was behind here. Yeah, it was behind here. It goes from there to there, but it snakes around behind there, and I guess it just was working on the frame. It was not quite long enough. Now I suspect at some point, see, I didn't buy this truck from new, but I suspect at some point somewhere someone had had a problem with it and cut the end of it off and just pushed it on up in there a little tighter so that it would hold. Now this is legal to do. You can fix these with these. They're O-ring sealed and they work. Now this truck should stop. This truck should stop me now. What do you think, Tim? You think it's going to stop me?
I guess.
Yeah.
The new heavy drums.
Oh yeah, the drums. These are the old drums. Those are China drums. Now these drums I bought back, I'm going to say 2011, because I know that I put these on just before the rollover. And honestly, I didn't think that there was that much wear, and I've been running the truck for a couple of years. So I'm kind of happy that I've got the heavier drum on there because they don't warp as much, and they probably won't wear as fast. And yeah, they might shed heat a little better. They may even hold heat a little better. I don't know. I don't want heat. Heat is your enemy in this stuff. So,
Can I have the airhead?
yeah.
Jack this up a bit so I can spin it.
You need a who?
I need the air so I can jack it up to spin the tire. So
What do you mean spin the tire?
So the valve stems are up and down.
Spin it right on the hub.
I can't.
Oh, hold on. All you Mopar fans, we are actually putting a Mopar part on a Ford. Not because I want to, because it's what I have available to me. So, my exhaust has been failing on this truck. Miserably failing on this truck. So, I gotta go to Kentucky tonight. Me and the boys are gonna go to Kentucky tonight. So, what I've done is Carl, my driver.
God damn it!
Where you going? So we've got it. There's your Mopar muffler. It's a lot quieter than it was. Got it?
I think so.
Well, go step on it.
Don't step on it. I want
Step on the brake, Joe. We need to check the air in these tires too before we go. Brake. I need. What is it? You got a brake line issue.
Hey, give me a smaller pair.
The character, right, Joe? Right. So that involves my hat. Anyway, I just bought a real piece of shit. A real piece of shit. Well, not really. It ain't great. I've seen worse. I've seen a lot better. But that's what's going to make this video series interesting. It's missing bushings. It's got odd bolts. It's got a fucked up hinge. It's got... What does it have? It's got
The trash sweeps.
it does. It's got it's got trash sweeps on the front of it instead of no-till coulters. It's a 12-row John Deere 7000 corn planter. It's got a broken shaft. It's got bent shafts. It's got a whole menagerie of stuff. So, but I still think that it's going to cost under $2,000 to fix it up. It has all brand new, not all brand new, but pretty damn near new monitors, not monitors. That reminds me, the guy didn't give me that monitor. But you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna have to get the monitor. I don't really need a monitor. You know, I've planted corn forever without a monitor. I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, how can you plant corn without a monitor? Well, it's pretty fucking simple. Come to the end of the road, you lift up your corn planter, get out your fat ass out of the tractor, you walk the damn road, you see if everything's coming out good, and bada bing, bada boom, you don't need a fucking monitor. Yeah, if it breaks, then you're gonna have to go over and replant it, but let's face it, facts are facts. I'm only planting up to 200 acres, and that's it. So anyway, it's on the back there, and I do have all the boxes. They're kind of this mismatched, bastardized Kinsey, painted yellow Kinsey boxes. It's a real wiener, but it'll do the job. So anyway, I've been driving since last night. Me and Timothy traded off, and Mr. Pussy over here, he doesn't want to drive with a trailer.
It's a 29-foot trailer?
It's a what?
How long is this trailer?
26 feet.
It's a 26-foot trailer. And
But
I've
with
never,
the gooseneck, it could actually add another 3 or 4. So you're close to
29.
29, 30
I've
feet.
never driven with any trailer before. And to stack on top of it, this will be my first time driving stick shift on the highway.
M-I-L-L-I.
You can't just
Gotta
throw
love
me in the fucking deep end.
millennials.
I don't work
In
like
a couple
that.
of years, they will still be driving. Right? I love it.
I don't like this video anymore. I quit.
Right? Probably. Yeah, right? Probably.
I quit.
Anyway, so whatever. I guess
beached whale in the back seat is asleep. Right? Look at him jiggle. He jiggles as he wiggles, and we're going along. He's snoring his brains out. You hear him?
Yeah. Oh, that's nice of him.
Wait a minute.
He gets to sleep, and I only get 20 minutes of sleep in the last 30 hours.
Yeah, poor Joe can't sleep in a moving anything. So he claims. You know, it looks like there's a hydraulic hose that's moving off the side of this thing. It's that
dangling
purple
yet?
thing. Huh?
Is it dangling yet?
It's out there, but I have to fix that. Anyway, we got 6 chains on this thing, and hopefully it don't go anywhere. And I'll see you somewhere. Maybe home. Maybe not. Beautiful country Kentucky is. I would definitely say I like Kentucky. But